team up after meeting Murray in early 2011. He had been injured in Afghanistan on the 9th of December 2010. Unfortunately, the IED caused severe injuries to his lower legs, which led to his amputation of both legs. Mad keen motorcyclist, was trying to get back on a bike on the road and trying to learn to re-ride again. I got asked to organise a VIP day at a British Superbike round for him, to give him a bit of a day out, VIP, out on the pace car, that kind of thing. And got to hear his story, and just talking to him and meeting him again a few months later, thought it might be better for him to go track daying, a bit safer to relearn there. Once he'd gone to the track, going to the track, developed into going racing very, very rapidly. And then from there, the concept of setting up the UK's first injured servicemen's motorcycle race team. And there you are, True Heroes Racing, here we are.
It's my 4th year with the team, but the Triumph, there's a lot more space, there's room to put the adaptions on, and it's a little bit more forgiving, as it were, whereas the Ducati's a lot more technical. There's no space to put anything new, so we've had to move things around, totally rechange things. Everything that we've done has had a knock-on effect on something else. So developing the bike so far has been an absolute nightmare, but it's starting to come good, to the point where I can actually ride it. With regards to foot pegs, it means that my feet are planted. I can't move around, I can't move my feet on the pegs, so it's not the most comfortable, but it's enough for me to be able to lean off the bike through the corners, to do what I need to do. The gear change, a lot of riders that have actually used it have said it's a lot better than actually using their feet. So I suppose some people would say it's a lot easier because I don't have to unsettle the bike when I'm changing the gear mid-corner. But it's a lot going on with your hands when you're trying to break into corners and stuff like that. So I don't know, when you're used to doing something with your feet and then you have to do it with your hands, it takes a little bit of getting used to. Yeah. Not as good as yesterday. No. I think I should have probably made some changes to the bike that I didn't make, and it didn't really pay off too well today. So
it's a massive change. I mean, because of my lack of experience, everything has been a big step for me, and everything's just a new. Every time I get here, it's something new to learn. I remember the first time we come hit Brands Hatch with the Triumphs. It was my first British Superbike race, and we went out in qualifying. And just as you do, I got on the bike and I thought, I'm just going to ride as hard as I can. And I come in after with 2 minutes to go of the session. I think I was like 5th fastest. And I thought, oh, brilliant. And then everyone else then put their fastest lap in at the end. And then I thought, oh, right, obviously I've got to go quicker at the end, not go quick straight away. So it's just little things you learn as you go along. And the bike this year is so much different to the Triumph. The Triumph I had to learn to ride because it was completely different to the R6 I had before. And then now this is completely different altogether, the Ducati. It handles really well, but it's going to be just another learning curve to make it go quick. Every bike has their own little quirks.
Because of the nature of my injuries, people like to get involved with that. It's the same with the mechanics. You've got Adam, who's another double amputee. You've got Graham, who's paralysed down one arm. You've now got the new guy, Aaron, who's paralysed down the opposite arm. Some people like to see the injury. So when you've got someone like Luke, who's just got a hearing disability, then people don't see it, so naturally they sort of think, he's all right, what's wrong with him? But people don't take into account that the fact he's lost hearing in one ear and most of it in the other is that his balance is offset. He suffers with nausea quite a lot, tinnitus and all the stuff that can be really quite irritating. So yeah, I mean, for me to be able to ride and for people to see that, people to get involved with that, it gives us the chance to expand the team, to develop the team and get more guys involved.
Straight away with the team, I think anyone from a military background will sort of tell you that you've got such good camaraderie with your friends, and you have now got to tiptoe around, the people that you used to work with, and the military sort of mentality is quite good. And it's exactly the same now because I've left work, and so has Murray, and we're not in the military anymore. You miss that, and it's having that again. And it's great. I mean, some of the guys turned up today to help out for the weekend, and I haven't seen them for 6-7 months. And it's like I saw them last weekend, and we were laughing and joking, having a great time, and just taking the piss out of each other. So yeah, it's really good. It's nice to have friends like that you can just click with straight away, and we've got loads in common with.
with the two-rider outfit we had in 2014, that also enabled me to bring on more injured mechanics to expand that side of the team and give more injured guys the opportunity to be involved directly in British Superbikes. The concept of Dave was something we started last year. Dave is military, he's just left the army after 22 years service, hence he runs under number 22.
Yep, 31. Yeah, I'm probably going to change the gearing, down a tooth on the rear, and then the rest of it I'm just going to leave and ride it to the bike rather than messing around with too much. Yeah, I've done 3 years of club racing on a 1200 twin, so KTM. I've switched to the Ducati, which is obviously a lot less powerful, completely different machine. So yeah, I've made a point of going, I mean, I've only done 3 track days and a race weekend on it, but that's more than the other 2, purely because I didn't want to come in here blind. But it hasn't made that much difference really, looking at the lap times. So, but I'm more comfortable with the bike. I'm going to chip away, small steps to start with. I equate it to club racing, and I come in, and as long as it didn't come last, I'm happy, and then just you can work upwards from there. It's a completely different kettle of fish out there to club racing, so getting used to that. I was really quite nervous yesterday, not so bad today, but come race I'll be nervous again, but that's the way it goes. I think you've got to be nervous to keep you sharp. So.
As you say, 3 bikes in the All this year, bigger footprint, bigger presence, all 3 bikes out in the same championship. It's given the crew chief a bit of a headache getting 3 bikes out all at the same time. But it's great, it's fun, and it's what we're here. The guys enjoy it, the guys get amongst it. The guys have something to focus on and have had that opportunity to gain a new focus through motorcycle racing and their direct involvement in it.
Murray Hambro had that accident, but he's out in the 899
Good old
series.
Murray Mint.
Exactly right. Well, Murray has been nominated for the 2015 Sporting Endeavour Award from the Soldiering On Trust. The whole True Heroes race team, including Murray and Luke, will be attending the star-studded black tie dinner in London tonight, where I can tell you now, Murray will be collecting the award.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It's only to be hoped he doesn't live up to his nickname. Can have too much drink and go legless.
Let's hope he doesn't.
And thoroughly deserved it, really.
Absolutely.
Is. Murray, such a nice guy, down-to-earth guy, as indeed on all the team. And I was about to say, if we were casting a vote, he'd get my vote.
Yeah, 100%.
Murray, every time he comes out on the grid, has won his own race. He really has.
Hi Murray, congratulations on receiving this award tonight. You thoroughly deserve it, obviously. I think you're a massive inspiration to millions of people to overcome your disabilities. I mean, anyone that can ride a motorcycle without legs faster than me certainly has got my respect, mate. So well done, and you all have a great night, and I'll catch up with you soon at a race circuit somewhere. Cheers, mate.
Last night's award was again really special because it singled out Murray as an individual, but it was all about the whole team. Murray, as he openly said on the stage last night, can't achieve what he has without the support of the whole team. It's a whole team effort, and that's key military ethos again. That's what the guys are all about. It's our background. We're military. We work together as a team. What I want from the guys is to go out and enjoy their racing. That's what it's all about. We're not here to win championships. We're here to be involved, and we're here for those guys to come in at the end of a race and be smiling from ear to ear. That gives them the satisfaction and pleasure of being racing. It gives the technical guys who've prepared the bikes that satisfaction as well, and that's what the whole team is about. Okay, yeah, we're heading back in the race truck, all loaded up and weekend over. It's been a great weekend really, our first weekend in the 2015 season and our first weekend racing the Ducatis. The guys have gone from strength to strength all weekend really. Really ended on a nice finale with today's race. Guys were all pretty evenly matched, all improved on their times as the weekends went on. Got a good feel for the bikes, because obviously their first weekend racing them at the British Superbikes. But kind of really ended on a high for us. Murray putting a racing pass in during the race on one of the competitors, and then finishing up with his personal best lap time ever at Brands Hatch Indy, putting in a 53.1 second lap, beating his best ever time on the Triumph, and as I say, his best ever time around the Brands Indy circuit in the 3 seasons that he's been racing now. Also been a good weekend on the rest of the team front as well, with the expansion of the team full time with Dave McKay now as the 3rd rider on the Ducatis. Brought a new guy into the team, Aaron, really thrown him in at the deep end. This is his first weekend at a race meeting, straight in there with the British Superbikes. But he's been really great. He's really taken to it. The guys have all gelled together with him, and he's been mentored by the other guys, and he's learned some really key skills this weekend and learned how things work within a racing paddock. And he's been really enthralled by the weekend, and said to me at the end of the day he couldn't wait to our next race weekend in Alton Park in 2 weeks' time, which is great, because that's what the team's all about. You know, enthralling these guys, giving them something to look forward to and focus on. And to hear that from our newest member of the team, who's only been with us for his first weekend, is really satisfying. Obviously this weekend been particularly special off the track as well, with the whole team going to the Soldiering On Awards on the Saturday evening. A little bit frenetic with a bit of an incident in the race before us at Brands Hatch with the sidecars delaying our race, but great work by the race safe marshals to get the track cleared up so the guys could get out racing. It was only a short delay in the end, and it meant we all got suited and booted and off on our coach to the awards dinner in London. Really great to be there with the whole team, some of our sponsors, and the charity Veterans of War that actually nominated Murray to go forward for the Sporting Endeavour Award with the Soldiering On Through Life Trust. I'm really pleased that Murray actually won that award and collected it in front of the crowds that were gathered last night. Really special for Murray as well. We managed to get one of his racing heroes, Carl Fogarty, to record a little video to congratulate him on his award, which we managed to keep a secret from Murray for the last 2 months. How we managed to do it, I'm not entirely sure, but we did, and that kind of made the evening a little bit more special as well. Okay, yeah, it's obviously just completed our first weekend. Just like to say a particularly special thank you to all the sponsors of the team, True Heroes Racing Team, the guys that make what we do possible. The team couldn't exist without our sponsors. That was a conscious decision when me and Murray developed the concept. We wanted to be funded in the same way that other mainstream race teams in the paddock are. We wanted to really earn our right to be in the paddock. We didn't want the sympathy vote. We wanted to earn our right of being there, and we've done that successfully, and the sponsors have really got behind us, just like the race fans have, and that's enabled me to expand the team, which is why we're running 3 riders this season. But we couldn't do it without our sponsors, so it's a real thank you to all of our sponsors, may they be the big sponsors who provide us with the bikes and the money to make things happen, to the smaller sponsors who provide us with product support to keep the bikes out on track and keep them running with the tip-top equipment that we do. The riders' kit, everything, right down to the team kit and the merchandise that's produced, so that the supporters can buy their kit to show their support for the team. So it's a real big thank you from myself and the whole team.